Coach A here, Team Critical Bench with Ben Pakulski, and we're here downtown Tampa, Florida, Powerhouse Gym. Thanks for allowing us to be here. And when we were just doing a workout, Ben kept saying the biomechanics. So when we were all set, I asked him a question, and we decided we'd go ahead and film it. Ben, why is biomechanics so important to MI40X, and how does it get results? Not only why is it important, how does it get results?
The simplicity is, man, that the body is meant to move in a certain way. Your muscles have origin and insertion, and they have a specific direction of muscle fibers that dictates the most effective way, the most effective line of resistance for that muscle to pull in. So when you start getting your chest movements, and Anthony started doing this, if you guys notice in his exercises, as he starts getting tired, he does this. He's using less and less and less chest. He's actually using a lot more front delt and a lot more tricep. So I was encouraging him to keep it up. And it's not an excessive raise. It's just somewhere in here at about a 45 degrees, maybe a little bit more, 60 degrees. But when he starts doing this, if you can imagine that the direction of the pec fibers run like that. So it's a fan muscle, right? You can see his pec, it runs this way. Then at the middle, it's running across. And the top is actually running up. So you actually want to use this part of his arm, so his humerus, and they're going to, whatever direction that moves is going to dictate which part of these muscles is firing. So if he wants to use his lower pec fibers, he comes down this way. If he wants to use his middle pec fibers, he comes across this way. If he wants to use his upper pec fibers, which go like that, he comes across that way. So that's going to advantage those particular fibers. And that's why it's so important that to use a biomechanically appropriate setup for chest training. So when you have him here, and he pulled this back, we retracted, now this comes up, and we all see that. As soon as he does that, his ribs come up. So what he's doing is he basically makes, do it again, arch up, like arch this up. So he basically makes it a decline press, which only allows these fibers to work, which is okay, which may make you stronger because it decreases the distance from the axis, decreases the range a little bit. But if we want to try to get somewhere in the middle and get the most number of pec fibers working, so if you can imagine, if I drew a line right there, it's not just going to work those fibers, but those are the ones that are going to be preferentially recruited. It's also going to selectively recruit the ones, like if you can imagine, if this is going at 100%, these ones are going at 80, these ones are going at 60, these ones are going at 40, and the same thing's happening here. So you want to try to get that line of pull somewhere as close to the middle of those pecs as possible. So if he arches up, he's only getting a decline. None of these fibers anywhere above here are getting any type of stimulus. So biomechanics and understanding this stuff allows you to appropriately recruit the muscle you're trying to work. So if I always do the same thing over and over in the same plane, or how many people do you know that do an incline and it looks like a flat bench because they're doing this? And that's cool if you're trying to do a flat bench, but you're using a decline bench for a reason. Let's figure out how to appropriately work those muscle fibers. And that's where the biomechanics comes into play, like teaching you the most effective biomechanical way to do every exercise for the body. That's what the biggest benefit of MI40X is, right? If anyone says, well, maybe I don't want to do this NOS-X cell expansion protocol, don't do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But if you don't buy the program because for even just the videos and what the content in there, you're stupid. You're wasting your time. You're wasting all your time in the gym because there's so many little points in there that will change your workout, change your body, change your life. And the cool thing about the videos that I did is everyone I had in those videos I had never worked out with before. It's just kind of like you and I today. It was correcting things that you at home may be doing as well. Exactly. It's not like it was a training partner that I work with all the time who knows how to do this stuff, so there's nothing to be taught. It's someone I've never worked out with, so it was always like, man, how do I correct this person? How do I teach them how to do things correctly? And that's why there's a huge benefit, because there's 6 or 8 different people in the videos, and someone's going to have something in common with you, or the mistakes that you're making wrong, that you're doing wrong, and you're going to be able to apply that to your training.
Excellent. That was a great explanation, Ben. Thanks so much. This workout was amazing. So glad to be sharing with you, and there's more information on exactly what Ben was saying in the link below, so check that out, okay? Coach A, Ben Pakulski, sign off. See ya.